All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to just be a quick video, man, on how a lot of Jakes are going to end up getting themselves judgment, man. And that's why, like, it's not even a surprise when you hear about it on the news, about all of these violent crimes that take place regarding Jake versus Jake, man, because a lot of these wicked two-thirds, man, they like to antagonize each other, man. They like to embarrass each other when men are in front of their women and stuff like that. They like to try and do things for attention and for fame to try and antagonize people, man. And what this video here is that these guys try and do a prank, right? But from my knowledge of what a prank is, you can only really prank people that you know. If you don't know somebody and you do something against them to try and get a reaction out of them, that's not a prank. You're just antagonizing somebody that you don't know. You're offending a stranger to try and get a reaction out of them, man, which is stupid in my opinion, right? But these guys come up to this man that's walking with two women, and they start saying things to them, right? And then the women start piping up their mouths, talking a lot and all of this, right? And then the man feels the need to defend them. Right? But then a fight is almost about to break out. Now, these guys shouldn't have said nothing to him when he's walking with the women anyway that they thought was both of his girlfriends. They should have just left him alone. And if they want a woman of their for themselves, find a woman that's not walking with nobody and see if she's available, man. Instead of trying to bother somebody that's with their own woman, right? What's the point of doing that, man? And this is why a lot of Jakes end up getting seriously hurt, man. There was a rapper recently, not that even that long ago, called Trouble, right? Which you can tell by his name that he's obviously up to no good all the time, and he called himself Trouble, right? That's the rap name he gave himself. But we used to boast about how he can get men's women and all of that, and say nobody should try and get mad with me for doing that because I ain't making a woman do anything that she don't want to do. And that's what ended up being the cause of him dying, man. He was dealing with another man's woman, right? And then that man shot him. And then people are all crying for that and crying for his death, but they don't have a problem with committing adultery, man, when they know that if adultery gets done on them, they're going to have a problem with that. This same Jake that was about to fight this guy because he's defending himself, right? They're saying, oh, we'll beat you up and that, right? After they antagonized him. Now they're going to want to beat him up, but they're the ones that started the situation. They were just walking down the street, minding their own business, man. And Israelites do this kind of stuff on a regular basis, man. And then when they end up getting judged from another situation that they end up finding themselves in, everyone wants to cry and be putting them on T-shirts and all that when our people are always going about to try and antagonize people, man. And the Bible speaks against that. Just the Bible speaks against being covetous. He saw these women, he liked them, and he wanted to try and stir something up, man. And then when he said that, this is my girlfriend, why are you even talking to us for? He said, we ain't talking to you, we're talking to your bitches, your bees. But what's the point in doing that? You guys ain't dressed no different to him. You ain't got no different height than what this guy in the hat's got, and nothing, none of that, really. You're all dressed the same. Pretty much, you all damn near look the same. So if he can get these women, right, then it stands to reason that you can get women that look like that too. But why do you want to take his one? It's annoying, man, the way how you Israelites are, man. And then when you end up getting yourself hurt, then what? Like, let's say all three of them would have beat him up. Let me see if I can show it. Let's say all three of these guys, the one with the tall one with the blonde dreads, right? The one with the black and white T-shirt that you can see there, right? Let's say they all would have beat him up after they antagonized this whole situation, right? Let's say they would have all beat him up. Now they're going to jail for that when they're the ones that started it, antagonizing him. And then really, the Jake that was with that woman, he shouldn't even necessarily even bother to try and defend a lot of these women's honor, man, because women should know to shut their mouth when they're out in public which is what this video is titled. But these men should know to shut their mouth too, because what if he had a weapon on him, man, and decided to just blaze all three of them down? How are you going to be a pranker that goes around antagonizing people, and then when they don't like the prank that you're trying to do on them, you now want to get violent? When they didn't start no interaction with you, you started interaction with them, man. And this is just one of the many reasons, on top of the other reasons that are already available, as to why a lot of Jakes are going to get judgment, right? And to why a lot of these Jakes don't have any respect when they see men teaching the words of the Bible, because they don't have respect for nothing. They're lovers of themselves, man. They respect money, right? They respect violence, right? And they respect power. And that's why when they see Esau, they don't say nothing like this. If they saw an Edomite guy walking down the street in a suit with two women that they thought was attractive, they wouldn't say nothing. If they saw an Edomite guy walking down the street with these two women, right, they wouldn't have said nothing to him. They wouldn't have said, we'll beat your ass out here, or none of that. But they're down to say it to their own people, because we're cursed, man. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. The man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. And I'm going to put the link in the description so that people can watch this, man. It's just annoying how Israelites are with each other, man. It's quite disgusting, to be honest with you. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.